Hello? 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 Hi. Welcome to the non-emergency. Some of you need to read closer. The title says non-emergency. Nothing is urgent. No need to panic. This is supposed to be a chill and relaxing time. Everybody calm down. Okay? Calm down. Hi. Yes. I know I'm early, but, the way these things go, I scheduled that 10 minutes in advance just to give me enough time to get set up, and then I'm going to be here, so that's what I'm going to do. So, hello, everybody. Welcome back to the 15th I'm Back stream, where I say that I'm back and for real this time, and this time you really believe me. Because why would I lie about that? I would absolutely not lie about that. But yes, I'm back. I'm not in the hospital. It's not a green screen. I'm here. No, everything's fine. Read with your eyes. Non-emergency. This is not an emergency. Not an emergency. Yeah. So, given that this is not an emergency, what am I doing here today? It's just my way of saying that I'm back. I don't know why. Well, I mean, I know why, but I don't know why. But you may not know why, but I'm going to try to explain why. I like to, if I'm gone for a while, I like to come back and actually talk to you guys about it. And this last time was obviously unexpected. For those of you who may not have seen the other video, my uncle passed away. So I was back in Cincinnati, and I was helping take care of that. And so all that's taken care of. And I've actually been back for a little bit, but then I got sick. So I got sick as soon as I got back. So over the weekend, I was spending time rebuilding my render farm and figuring all that out, and then getting back into what I've been doing. So that's what that is. Oh, thank you, everybody. It's all good. It was good to, in a silver lining kind of way. It was good to be back with my family, because I haven't actually spent some time there, especially talking to my brother. Actually being able to hang out with my brother on a one-on-one level and just talk with him and catch up. Haven't done that in too long. So I showed him the animation of me and him when we were kids and when we almost killed people. I showed him that one. Yeah. So he liked that a lot. So yeah, it was good. I'm back now. I have a few things that I want to talk about, and I have a few things to cover. And also I'll answer a few questions while I'm here, and then maybe I'll do some special surprise towards the end that you all would probably like to see or hear or participate in. The what animation? The animation where me and my brother definitely didn't kill people. You know the animation I'm talking about. What's the non-emergency? The non-emergency is that I'm back, and that should not be cause for emergency. And this time I'm back for good. And let me tell you, I have been... I've been so frustrated with not being able to just get in a rhythm with YouTube. It's almost like I'm... they say you never forget how to ride a bike. It's almost like I've forgotten how to YouTube. Just kidding, that's a lie. I'm the best there ever was. But I'm out of practice, and so I'm trying to get back into it and trying to get my feet under me as far as videos go, and I just haven't been able to get any traction for it. But I'm going to this time, because I've actually recorded a little bit already, and then I've backlogged again. So if you guys didn't know, the last time I came back, I actually had 2 weeks of backlogged videos, and I have not 2 weeks, but a few. And getting back into it is very nice, because I actually get to take time with that. I also have some incredible news. And this is not a lie, because this is not a bit where I'm like, oh, I got the best news, but then it's nothing. I actually do, but I can't say anything about it. I can't say anything about it, because it's not official yet. It's not official, but I'm just like, I finally I'm starting to make some progress with some things that of which I can't say No, it's not the FNAF movie. Why does everyone think that? I haven't received a, I'll tell you straight up, I haven't received a call, a text, an email. I haven't received a nudge. No one on Kakao Talk has messaged me about the FNAF movie. I know nothing. They have not reached out to me. I'm not going to be in it because they haven't even talked to me about it. Give up on your dreams. I, the FNAF guy, am never going to be in the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, and get over it. Maybe, but they haven't reached out to me at all. So I'm sorry that ruins your day and ruins your existence, but think how I feel. Scott Cawthon doesn't love me anymore. Yeah, sorry, the FNAF king. Absolutely. Yeah. So it's fate with which I shall never be in the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. And please get all your panicking out now so we don't have to deal with it ever in the future. Right? That's a lie. Look, man. I would tell you. Look, if I had the script in front of me, like when I made that joke last time that I would read the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 script in front of you live, in addition to my credit card reveal, I would do it. I would do it right now. I would do it right now, but I don't have it. I don't have it. I have the Five Nights at Freddy's 1 script, but what's the point of that? The movie already came out. Yeah. When do you stop panicking? When you're... That's a you question. I mean, keep going for at least another hour, I suppose. Yeah. But outside of that, the not Five Nights at Freddy's thing that we're not gonna concern ourselves with that, gang, is that... I can't say. I really can't say. But there's something... Oh, man. Oh, it's gonna be so cool. Ah! It's gonna be so cool. It's finally happening. Ah. It's finally happening. Ah. It's finally happening. Sign language it to us. Give us the credit card. Look, it's not official. That's the thing. I don't want to say anything until it's actually official, but this is one of those things where this is going to move quickly. And when it occurs and when it happens and when it's definite, you better believe I'm going to tell you everything there is to tell about it. I cannot wait. I am busting at the seams. I just can't. It's gonna be fucking awesome. It has to do with doors opening. Look, that's as vague as I'm going to be. Doors opening. Yeah. Not even a hint. I just gave a hint. You heard me. You heard me. Oh, what's with the Unisonus thing? I'll tell, here's the thing. I'll tell you exactly what the plan is at the end of the stream. And I'll tell you this because even if I say it out loud right here, right now, you're not going to remember it. And then there's still going to be thousands and thousands of people next year. They'll be like, oh my God. Oh. But I'll tell you what it is at the end of it later. So I have many things that I'm going to drip feed you. You have to remind me of the things that I am drip feeding you, because at the end I will forget a lot of them, and then I will not be able to finish anything. Yeah. But what I was saying about the plan, right? So the plan. A lot of people were wondering where the plan stands, and so it's. I don't actually know, but I do know. I should know. I think I have a call at some point to go over the plan. But also is one of those things where I kind of shelved it. I had some other things that I wanted to do for the plan and the Edge of Sleep. But it's funny because I left it on kind of an interesting note when I did that Power Wash Pals solo episode. Oh, by the way, I haven't actually said it or announced it in any way. But I'm making Power Wash Pals into an official podcast, and I've started posting episodes on Spotify. They're hard to find. If you see it on YouTube, that's unofficial, and please report it. But I've done videos with Ted Nivison and Jay Schlatt already. That is over on Spotify. I'm doing that officially. And so you can expect more videos. It was going to be weekly, but obviously with the emergency, I had to go home and I wasn't able to do that. So yeah, if you see that on YouTube right now, please report it, because it's people stealing it, but it's over there. And so what I left it out on was I was talking about Edge Sleep a bit more on there. And basically there's this secret that I've been keeping about Edge of Sleep. And I'm sure some of you probably watched that episode, or maybe you didn't. I don't know how many people have actually found that that video. But the big secret that I was keeping about Edge of Sleep is that I actually edited the entire show over again. And that's not an exaggeration. I spent a month after the first cut of it. And again, like I said in the Power Wash thing, this is not disparaging to the previous editors who worked on the movie, or worked on the show. And so, but I wanted to talk about it because it's something that I just wanted to say, as far as like, that's how far I'm willing to go for something that isn't even mine, just because I want it to be good. So I was asking him for like a year, like, give me the footage, give me the footage, give me the footage. So I actually got the footage finally after like a year of asking. And then I spent a month re-editing the entire show. Most of the openings of every episode, I crafted. Some of them I crafted out of nothing. And so I just wanted to restructure it, because it was a little bit all over the place. And it's not a perfect job. I'm better than I was then, by far, but I actually learned a lot. And the reason I did it mostly is just because I really like editing. And I really want things to be good. And there are some things that, you can't really do anything with, but there's other things that you can work around. If you can take like a creative leap on something, you can do something like that. So no, I'm not credited. No, I didn't want credit. I didn't ask for credit. I didn't want to take over any of the credit from any of the other editors. And it was kind of this thing where I was like, yeah, I'll keep it secret. There might be some union rule where I'm not supposed to do that, but it's also just like, it's true that I did. And so I want to, the reason I'm bringing this up is because I talked about that in the Power Wash episode, and that's where it got left off because I had to go off. So the reason I'm saying it now is because I don't want anyone to think that I said that and had a bitter feeling towards it. And I'm like, I'm waving my hands of this and I'm not going to be part of this anymore. This is horseshit and the plan was dumb. That's not what it was. I had to go and deal with family stuff. So that was really the main thing about it. So I wanted to make sure that was there. And so, yeah, after, dealing with the loss of my uncle and dealing with the extended family that was left over from that, it was a tough time. But at the same time, it was good to be with family. So leaving things off in that way, it kind of makes it a little bit difficult to turn around and then come back to things. So to circle back even farther is like, that's why I like to, whenever I go on a break like that, it's important to me to actually communicate with you guys what was going on and like my feelings about it. So now that I'm back and now that I'm able to just breathe for a second, like actually breathe for a second, it's much better to have been able to be home, look at everything from a bird's eye view, stop sprinting for 1 second. I'm not a vacation guy. I'm not a vacation guy at all. I don't like taking breaks because I like to keep moving, and that's just the way my ADD brain works. I have to keep moving or else I'm going to, I'm going to go crazy. So I enjoy the process of working, but it is very, very important sometimes to step back and take it all in. Because for those of you who don't know, I've been doing weekly streams with the members every Monday. And so okay, all right. I have not been doing weekly streams with the members. I've not been consistent about that at all. But the reason I did that is because I wanted to capture this feeling from when I first started YouTube. And I did way more vlogs. Well, I don't even know if people call it vlogging anymore. But I did way more of them just because talking to you guys was essential to me understanding what I was doing in any way, shape, or form. So some of you, though, probably have not seen that nearly as much as what I was doing in the past. Anyone that actually is into mpreg is a freak. You're a goddamn freak, and you should be ashamed of yourself. This is a hard left turn, but I just looked at chat and I see that people are going down it. Man, there's no weirder thing to be into than that. That is by far the most bizarre thing to be into, and all of you should be ashamed of yourself. So congratulations for embarrassing yourself. Now, anyway, back to me losing my uncle and being back home. So it's what was I talking about? So what it is I like to remember some things because I remind other people this all the time. I try to make people aware of this, and I try to make companies aware of this, and I try to make even other YouTubers aware of this. It's important to remember that all of this started with people and it ends with people, and it's all about people. And all of you out there, it can be very difficult to remember that the numbers that you see in terms of streams and what are real people. And so that connection is something I've always wanted to maintain, and being honest and upfront about that is something that I've always been about, whether it's good or bad, good or bad. I mean, I think it's sometimes even more important to share the bad, because to try to pass off that everything is just perfectly wonderful all the time is just to ignore the fact that you're actually a person, and then you start to become this character that you're trying to portray on the internet, and it's just I don't know, it feeds back into itself. Being back home with family is something that's super grounding, and I think everybody can benefit from it. I don't mind going on a vacation to a nice place, but there's nothing like being back home and where everything started. That's just really, really wonderful. Yeah. So that's that's what it is. Just try to stay grounded, and it's always going to be better. So they're all insane. I think, this is you know what? Maybe it's not real people. Maybe in this chat, because if this was real people in the chat right now, that would be horrendously embarrassing. That would be super embarrassing. So so how about this? Ha ha. Anyway, so yeah, so it's just it's kind of special to me now. If people want to mpreg spam, they gotta pay for it. That's always what it's about. This is what I've been trying to convince other companies and YouTubers. You got to make your interactions with people as transactional as possible. That was so funny with my conversation with JSlat. It's, man, this is such a weird thing to say. Zlat. I asked him what his real name was, and I've forgotten it. I never remember anybody's names. But I appreciate the honesty of with which he approaches YouTube, and the barefaced truth of it, because some people that watch it, most people got it, but some people watch it being like, oh man, it's clear that Mark doesn't like that. It's not that I don't like that. I respect the hell out of anybody that plays the game. I've never knocked anyone down for doing that. I think that I have a better way of doing it, and it has allowed me to sustain for a very long time this wonderful thing that I call a job. But at the same time, it's fascinating to hear that from someone who is so honest about what they want out of this thing. And what JSlat wants is money. It's money. And so that's totally respectable. It's not, maybe not fully respectable, but it's like, it's completely respectable for that. I think there's more to it than that, but I think that if that's what you're getting out of it, and especially the temporary nature of it, that's really fascinating. Yes. So welcome all the new members. Yes, yes. They're breaking through the barriers. Hey, this is fine. Look, it's all good. If they want it, they can have it. It's called, what's it called? Supply and demand. The FOMO factor. What is it? Look, this is fine. It's all good. So I'm not gonna read that message. I'm not gonna read it. I'm not gonna read that message. Rarity of product? No. Fear of missing. I know what FOMO stands for. There's another term for it. It's like a business term where it's like something like forced scarcity, something like, there's a term for it. I can't remember what it is. Reverse psychology. No, it's not that. It's not that. It's not that. Am I gonna be doing more Power Wash? That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying is, like, I started Power Wash as an official podcast. So that is actually happening. That's on Spotify, and that's where I had the conversation with Jschlat. Right? So anyway, yes, I have offer and demand. You're just making shit up. I don't know. Artificial scarcity. Look, you can't, I don't know what it is. It's just it's just so it's just what it is. So the Unisonus thing, right? Well, it's not the end of the stream. I can't talk about that just yet. I can't get into that. I can't get into that. Am I okay though? Yes, I am okay, and I am completely fine. I am 100% okay. I am good. There's nothing to worry about that. Supply and demand, bestie. So, my God, I've never had this many members join at once. This is, oh man, it's beautiful. This is incredible. Hey, did you know Twitch Prime is free with a Prime subscription? So, the Edge of Sleep update. What is the update? I'm not actually sure. I haven't had a meeting about it. I want to have a meeting about it. I was supposed to finish out strong, so that was the whole thing. There was, like, obviously we're going for the month-long period, and it was supposed to finish strong. It is past the month period, so in all honesty, it's too late. It is too late. It is too late. It's too late. I don't think that there's anything that we can do right now, because literally the reason that it's too late is not because of the, like, oh yeah, it would be more numbers. But what I've learned is that all these companies, they operate on a 28-day or month cycle. So what we do in the month that it's occurring is there. Did we fail? Yes. The sad music really came in at the right time. Yeah. Yes, we failed. Our quest to open the doors has fallen flat on its face, and we find ourselves at a crossroad where life cannot find a way, where what we have is not enough, and what we need is never going to be enough. And so all that we are, and all that we know, lost to the wind forever and ever. And even if our best efforts were there, it wasn't enough. Maybe it'll never be enough. Maybe we should give up. Maybe we should stop trying. Maybe it was never worth it in the first place. Maybe I was wrong to believe that I ever could. Maybe maybe I shouldn't have believed in myself or any of you, or thought that you believed in me. I was a fool to think so. I was a fool. And I'll never be a fool again because I won't have a chance. This channel, my dreams, my hopes, they all rested on the plan succeeding in sorry. Damn, that stupid text. No. Oh, not super delete. How do I... No. Come on. No, music, come back. No, this is not good. Hold on. Alright, fine, screw it. It's not gonna work. Whatever. Bring the color back. Where's the color? There we go. Alright, whatever. The long answer was that, and the short answer is, I don't know. So, what don't we know? Anything, right? But what I do know is that I literally just a few days ago, like 2 days ago, I heard the greatest earth-shatteringly good news I've ever heard in my entire life. That's a slight exaggeration, but it's pretty close. It's pretty close, right? So with this plan, it's just, no, I'm not pregnant. Get out of here with your freak. Get your freak out of here. No one can handle it because no one wants to handle it. Get the freak out. Okay? All right? No. Not at all. You weirdos. You weirdos. You bunch of weirdos. Get out of here. Anyway, Wade is pregnant though. Yes, Wade absolutely is pregnant. Wade is 100% pregnant, and if he's live right now, which I don't know he is, you should congratulate him on his pregnancy because Wade is 1000%. It's not my place to say, but I'm saying it. Man, congratulations, Wade. You might be bald, but you're gonna have a beautiful bald baby to join you in your baldness. So congratulations, buddy. Can't wait to be there for the baby party. What's it? The baby party. What's it called? What's baby shower? Is that what it is? That sounds weird. Why is that what that is? Bob is the father. Yes, I'm sorry to... look, I told you this stream was going to be a bunch of big reveals. I gotta say, it's a big day for both of them. Congratulations, Wade. Congratulations, Bob. And secret twist, congratulations, Tyler. He's also the father. It's a double father Wade pregnancy. It's incredible. I'm so happy for them. I'm so happy for all of them. And all of you should be happy for them too, and tell them how happy you are for them. You should right now. Hey, look, it might be a throuple, but it's not my place to judge that. It's not our place to judge that. It's only our place to accept it and congratulate them for all of their good futures that they are going to unite under their banner and enjoy life as it is. Yes. The baby will come out of Wade's bald head. Well, you just don't understand anatomy at that point. That's just a statement of pure ignorance. And can you please take that out of here? Because look, the freak might be over there, and then the ignorance goes over there. Okay, I can excuse the freak. I can't, but I'll try to. I will never excuse the ignorance. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Cut the music. Yeah. Bring the music back. Sorry about that. I gotta be strict with some things. Apologize, but you know, you gotta lay down the law sometime. I know, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so what happened? You missed it. You don't want to know. It's just, when you have an audience of this size, you got to learn to manage them. You got to learn to manage them. Sometimes it's just like you got just give them a little one of those and then they'll get right back in line. I think that's actually true with audience. Look, you guys, look, a lot of people can't deal with it. Some people are like sunshine and rainbows and happiness all the time, and it's like, yay, oh, we're all family. Sometimes you're little pricks and you need a little bop on the nose, and that's okay. That's okay. That's all right. I hate my audience. No. It's an antagonistic relationship. That's what it has to be, because you're douchebags and I'm a douchebag, and then we get on each other's nerves, but then we get all that out like the purge. We purge our bad emotions, and then we are able to work together in peace and harmony after that. Okay? So all I gotta do is just give you one of those, point you towards Bob, Wade, and Tyler to congratulate them on their upcoming baby, and then we're all happier for it. We're all happier for it. I wouldn't say love. Say more like, not enjoy. That'd be the wrong word. Don't do that word. But yeah. Bob is very confused. Well, I bet. Yeah, I probably wasn't expecting that one. Who would have? Whatever. It's weird. All right. Yeah. What were we talking about before? Man, look at those great emotes that I haven't updated in exactly 5 years. I haven't added a new one of those in so long. Yeah, tolerate's the word. Yeah. Well, yeah, Bob actually does have a baby, so that's a totally different thing. So what was I talking about? Ego stuff? No, I wasn't talking about ego stuff. What was I talking about? You guys got me off on a tangent. There was actually something important that I was talking about. The plan, right? So the plan. It is not definitive that it failed. And by my metric of success, it succeeded. But there were circumstances that got in the way of the final masterstroke of genius that was coming to launch the show into the stratosphere. Look, I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to do some crazy shit with the show. I wanted to do some, not talking editing wise, because I edited it, but I'm talking like with promoting it. I want to do fun things. I want to shake things up. I want to piss some people off. See, I've never been a like averse to pissing people off. I love a good fight. But it's just one of those things where some other people may not be as brave to do what they need to do. Do you guys need a jingle? Watch the viewer count skyrocket. Okay, all right. Let me know when you need one of those. Yep. Let me know. So said they're gonna freeze frame and see the exact pattern of these keys. Look, I don't even know what the fuck these keys go to. So if you can find what these keys go to, let me know, because I don't know. But good luck. So where did the keys go? Oh, they went away. Look, if you want to get the keys, you're going to have to like and subscribe. If you want the keys back, you better like and subscribe right now, or the keys will never come back. Look, I don't make the rules. I only enforce them. And if you don't like and subscribe right now, then I'm going to melt the keys down. I'm going to melt them. Okay, I'm gonna melt them. Better get there. And look, it's not up to me. You gotta like and subscribe right now. You gotta like and subscribe immediately. Immediately or else. Like and subscribe for a credit card reveal. Yeah, exactly. Look, okay, all right. So actually about the plan, the reality, because I've said so many ridiculous things, is it's judged on a 28-day period. Even if people watched it right now and got it up to the top 10 again, I don't think that would actually impact the numerical metrics that people are judging right now. So I don't know exactly whether the plan stands because I have not been keeping up with it. I've actually been kind of focusing on just my own thing, right? So they cheated. We all saw it happen. They didn't cheat. That's the thing. It's not cheating. That's really the thing. I would love to say that it's cheating, but in reality, what we did is already incredible. It is. And there's nothing to say about like downplaying that. I only downplay it because in all honesty, it's just kind of it's annoying to not be able to fully blast into it because of like international and other roadblocks, but that's fine. It's like you can work around that. But then other thing getting in the way is like, whatever. They didn't advertise it at all. Look, they did advertise it. Yeah, it's just like why you're not going to see the advertisement because you're already here. That's what like blew my mind. If you think about it for just a few seconds, you wouldn't see the ads because you're already there. You're already watching. The ads, if they're done right, are for people that have not seen it yet. Think for 2 seconds. Use your brain cells. Think. Okay, here we go. All right. Think for 2 seconds. Use your brain. Use it. But also, it's not the same budget as everything else. So there are people out there, you guys have seen, there were ads for it. They existed. And some of you did see it because it's not perfect. But nowadays, with all the data everybody has, they know if you've seen it or not. Or maybe might be in the type of audience that would see it. That's how the advertisements work. And so they did. They did advertise it. It wasn't cheating. It's just there wasn't an unlimited budget for it. You gotta look at things like, my God, Red One. Have you seen? I have not seen Red One. I'm not endorsing Red One in any way. I don't have any skin in the game. But my God, that movie has $250 million budget. And you know where most of that money goes? To the actors and to pad people's pockets and also the ads. Those ads are everywhere. I got ads until I watched it. Yeah, see, that's how it works. You get ads until you do the thing. That's what ads are trying to do. And once you do the thing, if you've already done the thing, it's not really going to go to you. Anyway, so that is like a movie, and you see it everywhere. Look at the posters, billboards, stuff like that, everywhere. The thing that makes people very afraid in Hollywood and traditional media and stuff like that, to get a show that no one else has really seen into the top 10 is such a big deal because that costs millions of dollars for people to do unless we're all here doing it. That's why it's amazing. That's why they don't like me. And when I say they, I'm not talking about the people actually making the shows or the platforms necessarily. I'm talking about all the other accessory businesses that all interweave like this so that people can make money on every aspect of it. What we have that no one else does, and what all of these other influencers out there, and what I try to get people to understand, is what we have bypasses all of their roadblocks where they're toll bridges, and they're trying to, you must pay this to get this. Okay, thank you. And there's another toll gate behind it. You must pay this to get this. All right, go on. That's why this terrifies them. That's why this is scary as hell to them. That's why all of this and what we're able to do, getting it even into the top 10, that's why you could never say that the plan failed, because the plan fucking worked. It did. Like, absolutely it did. It did the first moment an article was written about it. The plan worked, because the plan is not necessarily just for the show. The plan's for me and what we do. Plans for this, like the future of the content that I want to make. That's what the door is all about. It's not about opening the door. It's about kicking the door down. That door's not going to be there anymore, because the more that I pave a path to get through to people that you don't need all that, and you shouldn't need all that, and it shouldn't be a part of that, the more you don't get projects like dumbass Red One putting $250 million into a Christmas movie. Into a Christmas movie. $250 million used to be just a few years ago, that would have been the biggest movie budget ever. It's a Christmas movie with The Rock. Why? Why is that $250 million? $50 million. You realize what I could make with that? Ah! And it's a basic Chris. I haven't even seen it. Oh, too many metaphors? Sorry. All right. They waste money. And you don't need to do that. And you gotta show them that that's the way that is. And I get it. Like, some people definitely need to make money, but it should be the people actually making the movie. You know what I mean? It should be the people putting work into the art of it. Because that's what I love about all of this. That's what I fell in love with YouTube and doing this kind of shit, is because there's an artistic expression in what you're doing. There's an artistic outlet for the creativity that everyone has in there, and there's part for so many people to play in it. From like carpentry to art, like makeup and prosthetics and the set itself and like the costumes and the acting of it and the editing of it and all the music and the sound, and it's like there's so many different creative disciplines that can go into it. It's almost all encompassing as a medium, and I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it so much. I love it. I love it. And it's something that is just exploited, and like it's just got so much gunk on it. It's got so much shit falling off of it that it's just like no wonder Hollywood is not doing well. It's not a mystery why all of that sucks right now and no movie's making money. It's not a mystery. It's just so obvious. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is that the plan worked whether or not it's actually deemed a success by someone else, right? And it's already a success. It got up to number 4. I don't know if you knew that. The actual peak that it went to number 4 the first week before it was even officially released. And then the following weekend, it got back up to number 7, right? And it's just, that's big. And if I didn't have to go back and take care of family stuff, which obviously that's more important, like, kicked ass. Kicked fucking ass. And that's something that makes people scared. And the thing I've been saying this whole time is I love the idea of pissing people off. I love the idea of a good fight. I love the idea of just doing whatever the fuck I want to do, right? I love that part of this, is because I'll play along. That's the thing, is I don't want to shut anyone down. I just want to show them that I'm going to do it my way, and they got to adapt, or I don't know, whatever happens to them. It's not my problem. But I love working with people. I'm all about it. Yeah. That's why it's so fun, because it's multifaceted. This is why I always say, like, I'm an asshole. This is what I was saying in that Reddit post, like, I have a mean streak. Is like, yeah, I'm kind of a dick sometimes, but I'm hopefully a dick to the right people, and that's that's just like so satisfying. That's so nice. Yeah, Keys. Oh yeah, sorry. Don't be mean to the wrong people. Be selectively mean to the right people, and you will go far in life. Okay, does that make sense? This is what it's all about, everyone. This is what it's all about. This is what it's all about. I'm gonna be an old man, just pissing people off till the day I die. That's what I hope to do. That's what I hope to do. Dangerous game? Why? What are they gonna do? That's the even best thing. Is like, even okay, let's say I get blacklisted from everything and no one ever wants me in any project ever, forever. I still have my channel. That's the only thing I need. I don't need anything else. I don't need it. Right? That's the craziest thing of it all. It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter what they do. It don't matter. So I can do whatever I want. And I'm going to do that. I said I'm going to be an old man. Listen, use your ears. Hear what I'm saying. If I don't have the keys here, I said I'm going to be an old man, still pissing people off. Man, we are getting older. Us as an audience too, ain't you? Yeah. I mean, I'm not young. I'll say that for I'm not like I've walloped my back a few too many times to consider myself young and spry. But hey, listen, I don't mind. I don't mind. I don't care about getting old. That's something that's never bothered me either. I think people might glean this from the fact that Unus Annus was a thing, but I'm not exactly scared of dying, and I'm less scared of getting old. I don't want to be feeble, obviously. I don't want to be, like, incapable of taking care of myself. I don't think anybody wants that, but I'm not afraid of dying. It should be obvious. Right? The whole Unus Annus thing, the clock's ticking. See, that's the lesson that I think is lost on most people, because a lot of people are like, oh yeah, live in the moment, it's good, just pursue what you want to do. Those are all great lessons to take from it. The lesson that people seem to have forgot is that clock is still ticking for you. Every one of you has your own clock that's ticking down every second of your life, and at some point that clock runs out. And it's still ticking. Right? That's the point. That's always been the point. There's always some people that are like, oh, memento mori, oh, memento vivere, or whatever remember life is. And I was like, who cares about that part of it? That's not Unus Annus. That was never part of it. To remember you're gonna die. That's what it is. The others probably have a slightly different, Ethan and Amy, probably have a slightly different opinion of it. But me, that's why I'm that part of it. Is because I'm like, yeah, you're gonna die. 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 For me, that's never been an existential crisis. I get that it is for a lot of people, but that's the other thing about, like, I don't mind picking a fight. I don't mind pissing people off. It's just the truth. And for me, accepting that has just been like a big motivator to pursuing what I want to do. It's not about focusing on remembering that you're alive and remembering that everything's going to happen that way. It's just accepting that. That's the hardest thing I think for people to do. But also it's like, once you do that, you kind of open yourself up to the entire world, and you accept that that's a possibility, and that not a possibility. When you accept that that's an inevitability, it allows you to just be free, to me anyway. People get chained down by fears of death and stuff like that, and the mortality part of it is like, if you accept it, you're not chained by anything there. And I know it's easier said than done. I don't know if I was just like born this way, but I'd like to think I came to it because I had a few near-death experiences, and I don't know if that automatically made it, but I think I was always kind of this mindset. And it's probably the same thing that allows me to completely ignore negative comments on the internet. That's also, I've talked about this before many times, but it's like, negative comments have never bothered me at all in any way. Just like most of the time, positive comments don't bother me either. Bother me, like impact me that much. But it's like, yeah, it's just It's just, this is getting too real. You need keys.
You are going to die. You are going to die someday. The clock is still ticking. The clock is ticking for tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock, tick.
Does this help? Is this helping? I think this is helping. I think it must be helping, right? That's got to be helping, right? You feel relaxed now? You're welcome. Oh, look, I'm sorry you're in the hospital. I hope you do get better. I hope people don't think that it's not the same thing. It's very different, yeah. But it's not like I'm wishing death. That's not what it is. It's very, very different, you know. It's hard to explain, but also it's extremely simple. And, you know, that's why I made a whole channel about it with the guys. It's good. Chica update. She's somewhere. Yeah, she's somewhere. Yeah, I think so anyway. Yeah. Watching this at work is really helping with the dread. Yeah, something like that. Look, we're gonna die. So relaxed now. I know, right? It's so relaxing. It's incredible. So nice. Does Chica have legs still? I mean, I don't really look, so maybe. When you say I have no fear of death, do you just mean just thinking about the fact that you will die, or does it extend to little or no fear in near-death experiences? No, it's I'm fine thinking about the fact that I will die. I'm not an adrenaline junkie. I'm not gonna go skydiving because I don't want to go skydiving. It's just doesn't appeal to me. This might have to do with the fact that I have one adrenal gland. Not many people know this. Well, some of you probably should know this. Why don't you know this? Why don't you know that I only have one adrenal gland? Why don't you know that? Maybe that has something to do with the way that I think and behave. Skydiving is pretty safe. It's not about safe. It just doesn't sound appealing. The possibility of death is part of that. Yeah. You're aware, chill. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, the tumor I had, it was in my left adrenal gland, so I only got my right. Who knows? Maybe it's like massively oversized now. Sometimes that happens if you lose one of your bilateral organs. The other one will grow to compensate. Maybe that's happened. Probably not good for me. I don't know. Probably not. That's crazy. It's not that crazy. Yeah. Why am I always in the hospital? I haven't been in the hospital in so long. Don't know why. Bro's got a fat gland. Thanks for looking at my. Thanks for complimenting my fat gland. Thank you. Chica's fine. Yeah. Also, I'm never going in the ocean. Fuck that. Chad, adrenal gland. Yeah, everybody wishes they had an adrenal gland like me. Yeah, 425 days I've been in the hospital. Okay, actually, I have been in the hospital in between that. In the Man, they're gonna be devastated when they hear that. They're gonna be devastated. That Twitter account's gonna be devastated when they hear that. I don't know when that was. It was such a short visit. It didn't matter. I don't think it counts. I walked into a hospital and I walked out pretty quickly afterwards. So I don't think that counts. I think they'll be fine. No, I think they'll be fine. I don't think they should worry about that. Definitely don't bother them with that. Definitely don't. Yeah, no, it's fine. It doesn't count. Yeah. Love listening to Mark talk about his glands at work. Thank you. I love sharing my gland situation. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Difference between not fearing death and wanting to die? It's in the sentence you just typed. That's the difference. They're completely different things. They're completely different things. Anyway, you're about to have eye surgery soon. I'm terrified. I have Duane syndrome. It's a cognitive eye function. I can't see good. Well, it sounds like it's going to help. Look, I've had surgery a few times, and it can be scary. I've had eye surgery, but that was just to get my eyes fixed and make them perfect. I have perfect vision now-ish. Gland reveal at 50 million. Hey, look, I'll go get a scan and I'll show you my gland. That's what I do. If we get to 50 million, I'll show you my gland. But with surgery, you know, especially eye surgery, it can be risky, but nowadays there's such advances in that kind of technology. I think you're going to be just fine. It doesn't sound like a too threatening one. You know, there's, you know, obviously they're working on your eye, so there's a risk to it, but if you couldn't see good anyway, I hope it's like the risk, you know, is worth the reward of being able to see. That'd be nice. Yeah. Show the eye surgery video. No. I'm not gonna do that. It'd take too long to pull up. I'm not gonna bother with that. Yeah. They literally take it out. Well, then never mind. Sorry, I don't know. I didn't know it. Wait, let me look up. I should have actually Googled what Duane syndrome was. Let's see. Okay. Rare congenital eye condition that limits the ability to move the eyes in certain directions. Well, that was the stupid Google AI bullshit thing. Let me get the actual one. Duane syndrome is a strabismus condition. Strabismus. Clinically characterized by congenital non-progressive limited horizontal eye movement accompanied by globe retraction, which results in narrowing of the palpebral fissure. The palpebral fissure? It's nothing funnier. This, God, no, I shouldn't say anything. It's not about the eye thing. It's just about some people who stream can't read, and it's such a fascinating slice of them, right? I'm not calling anybody out. I'm just like, it just made me realize, because I don't know what some of those words are. They're definitely some big words, but also I know how to figure out what they are, and I have a desire to figure out what they are. For anyone who wants to know what palpebral means, or palpebral, I'm not sure which way, it's an anatomy term relating to the eyelids. So anything, not the eyelids themselves, that doesn't mean the eyelid is called palpebral. It means something, if I'm referring to anatomically the eyelid, that's palpebral to designate it. And a fissure is an opening in the flesh. So a narrowing of the palpebral fissure, I imagine, must mean something about, I don't know if this fold is the fissure. I don't know if that's what it is, or if it's like the eyelid where your eye is. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, it's it might actually be. Actually, maybe that would make sense. The palpebral fissure is actually the name of the opening between the eyelid. That might be what it is. Let me look that up. See, I guessed it, and let's see if I'm right. The elliptical space between the medial and lateral canthi of the two open eyelids. It is. Wow. In simple terms, it is the opening between the eyelids. In adult humans, this measures about 10 millimeters vertically and 30 millimeters horizontally. Ta-da! Now we sorry. Palpebral fissure, opening between your eyelids. Palpebral means referring to your eyelids as an anatomical term and not the name for the eyelids. Palpebral fissure. All right. Is that good? Did that do it? Did I do it? Did I do it? Oh my goodness. Now that the intense grind of major motion picture Iron Lungs editing in a warehouse and the plan is past, unless you aren't telling us something, I am not telling you something. There is a secret that I'm keeping. What is your biggest reflection from the process as a whole? The more you know. Oh, fuck. All right, let's tone it down a bit. Me coming out here. The more you know. Okay, the more you know about all the disciplines that go in to making a movie, the better movie you can make. That I truly believe that, because it's not about micromanaging, it's not about doing it all yourself. It's about understanding what the people who are working on it are doing. That is such a big, beautiful thing to learn. It's great because you can see you will never be able to master it as well as the people that are specialized in those pieces. But if you are making a major motion picture, you should endeavor to learn as many of these disciplines and try to get an understanding of what they are all about, because that will help you give a greater appreciation for it. This is speaking from a director's point of view, right? From the person pushing the project. The more you know about the individual parts, the better your experience you're going to have, and therefore the experience of everyone else who is joining in on this is going to have in the project as a whole. And recognizing that it is a assembly of artistic disciplines, and your knowledge thereof is going to help with that. All right. Okay, cool. Will you get behind the scenes of Iron Lung? Oh, for sure you will. Oh, you better believe you will. And it's, soon, TM. Soon, TM. Soon. Understand your palpebral fissure. Yes, definitely know your palpebral fissure. It will be on the exam. Hope you were taking notes. How will this affect the edging community? You can stop edging now. What that means for you as an individual is your definition to define. But the edging can cease. Understand? The edging community will dissolve and will no longer be a community. So, edging is done. Yes, go to sleep now. That would be the appropriate response right now. Yes. This is just, well, whatever you do with that, I don't want to know about it. No one wants to know about it, and no one needs to know about it. That's into you. That's up to you. Okay? That's all it is. So, thank you, Automod. All right. So what I'm going to do here is I'm opening it back up. We're opening the floodgates. It's been, you members are starting to get a little uppity. So don't think don't think it's something. Yep, it's open again. All right, everybody back in. All right, so the big news. The big news. I did this. Yes, I did this. I know I did this. I'm the one who did it. Yes, I'm the one who did it. So, with the, what was I going to say first? The Unus Annus thing. So I did the promotion, right, for the Unus Annus thing. Obviously it's not coming back. Obviously not, right? So it's not. So I'm saying that, and even though I'm saying that, and even though I'm saying that, people will not retain that, especially considering this is a live stream and a small proportion of the audience actually sees this, right? So there's no but. I didn't say, yes, some people did think it was coming back. And then there were some people that were like, Mark, please don't bring it back. And I was like, why? I'm not going to. So yeah, no, it's yeah. So anyway, that's what I'll say about that. And you guys are never going to ever remember that. So that's what it is. What is this meeting about? I'm back again for the 15th time. That's what this meeting is about. I am back. So I wanted to come back and I wanted to do something about that. Did I take any film courses or did I learn from YouTube? It's a really big jump from YouTube to a feature film, so I'm curious where you got the experience to work on a film or a show as big as Iron Lung. No, I didn't take any film courses. And if you mean like, did I learn from YouTube? Like, did I learn from videos I was watching on YouTube? No, that's not how it works. I learned from just making projects. Before Iron Lung, let me tell you something. Space was way harder to make. Okay, all right. And get that through. Get that through your skull! In Space with Markiplier was an unbelievable undertaking. An ungodly undertaking. That was the most complicated thing ever. Ever! And it was great. And I loved it. And it should have been more complicated. There should have been more, but I had to make calls and concessions to things as I go along. So with that, like that had a bigger crew. That was a bigger set. That was more diverse places. It was insanity. What Space is, if people realize what we actually did making Space, oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, no, it was huge. Yeah. So I'm so proud. So proud of In Space. I always will be. Heist is cool. Heist is cool and all. But you know, at the end of the day, Heist is like largely, though this is gonna sound really mean, it's largely meaningless, you know what I mean? In that it's just supposed to be fun and a fun adventure with some fun moments. Space is like dripping with meaning, and I'm so proud of it. I'm so proud of it. Yeah, it oozes meaning. It oozes it. It oozes it. Oozes it. And like for people and it's so fun to see people discover it, even to this day. Like they discover it, and then they just go like, it just keeps going. When does it end? When does it end? Which is the theme of the show. That's the whole thing. Yeah, it's I'm so happy with how like the theme wraps into the experience, wraps into the story, wraps into the theme, wraps into the experience, wraps into the story. It's so proud of that. And I lost the Emmy to some Oculus thing, to some VR headset experience. I lost the Emmy to, I don't even remember what I lost the Emmy to. What was it? It's probably fine. I'm not trying to disparage it, but I'm like, come on, Emmy. Come on. That was mine. That was supposed to be mine. They didn't even watch it. The judges probably didn't even watch it. They didn't even know how to watch it. They probably watched the first video and be like, oh, I don't know. It was just a short 7-minute video. This isn't very interactive. That's all. Yeah, let's just move on to whatever. They didn't see the 86 other videos in there. 88, 80, 85. I don't remember how many now. Hey, I got robbed. I got Emmy robbed. Can't believe it. No, there's no way they watched it. Listen, the judges at the Emmy, I think the way it works is like there's actually like 1,000 judges and they all vote and it's just like majority vote wins. There's no way. They barely have time to watch anything. They weren't going to sit through 6 hours of content to get through and fully understand what In Space with Markiplier actually was. So they judged it by its cover and they didn't see anything further than that. And that's fine. That's fine. Whatever. Yeah, anyway, but it's fine. I'm not bitter about it. Not at all. Not even. I don't remember the name of the thing that won. Like I said, it's probably fine. But they didn't deserve it. Let's be I'm totally fine with saying that out loud. It's probably like a very emotional, very personal, very like very, you know, touching experience, whatever it was. I don't remember what it was. Whatever it was, I'm sure it was well made and stuff like that. They didn't deserve it. Nothing deserved it compared to Space. There's no comparison. There was no comparison. And this is probably sounding egotistical for me to say this. There's no comparison. There's no comparison one way or another. There's just no comparison. Anyway, yeah. I'm sure someone said the name of what it was and I missed it, but whatever it was. Yeah. But anyway. Emmy lost me. I didn't lose it. That's right. That's true. You're very right. You're so right. You're too correct about that. You're unbelievably correct about that. Yes. Where emergency meeting? This is a non-emergency meeting. This is a non-emergency meeting. Yes. You're late? Well, thank you for showing up even though you're late. That means a lot. Yes. You need the keys for what? But this is how we take over the future. You all are going to become Emmy and Oscar judges. You're going to do whatever it takes to climb whatever ladder to get yourself in position so that you are a judge for these awards. And then when I move in with my projects, you will vote for me and we'll sweep. We'll sweep it all. We'll sweep everything. We'll sweep the world. Didn't you like the jiggly keys? Wasn't that fun, guys? What? Take over the world? Oh, forbid the thought. No, that's not what it is. Oh. Well, anyway, good luck on your future careers and endeavors, wherever they may land you. Don't worry about it. Guam! You're in Guam! Wow. Thank you for watching from Guam. Must become Emmy judge. Yeah. What was that whole thing about the eyelids? Someone was having surgery, and I mistakenly, I didn't know what their surgery was about, so I educated myself. Yes. See, this is what it's all about. I've been waiting to turn evil actually, I've been evil all along, but I've been waiting to reveal how evil I am. Only when it benefits me the absolute most. Oh yeah, thank you for linking. Yeah, I have a new podcast, Power Wash. Pals, it's official now. I'm gonna have a bunch of guests on. I need to reach out and I need to do that sooner rather than later, so I'm going to do that. I need to do that. Yes. Yes, this is where the true reveal is. Darkiplier, was never a different ego. I was just evil all along. Isn't that, that's the lesson of Who Killed Markiplier? If you didn't know, it's like Darkiplier isn't the evil one. It's actually Markiplier is the evil one. So, I mean, that's pretty obvious, guys. What were you thinking? Duh. I don't even remember, man. That's so long ago. I don't even know my own story. You need Matt Pat. I already did a power wash with Matt Pat. I want to do a power wash with, I gotta catch up. I was gonna do one with John Green. He just released a new book. I was gonna do that. And then there's plenty of other people that I'm gonna do an interview with. It'll be good because I've never had a way to just like converse with people and make content about it. And so that would be pretty cool. Yeah. And so I'm gonna do that. Yeah. And it's gonna be a weird grab bag of stuff because I'm also gonna do. Oh, I need to reach out. I can't say I'm gonna do, but okay. I ended up inevitably ghosting Linus from Linus Tech Tips, and this sounds bad, but I did. So there's a situation where I'm building a render farm, and I reached out to him. And I was supposed to do a video with him about the render farm, and he was going to help me set it up with his employee that works on the server stuff. And I was going to pull a hilarious prank on. It was going to be really funny to me. I was going to put a really funny prank on. I forget, it was Jake, I think, his server guy. It was gonna be so funny. It was gonna be so funny. Only to me. And then it was not gonna be funny to him. So I would be the only person laughing in the entire world when I pulled the prank, but it's not gonna be there. But yeah, I was supposed to do a video with him months ago. He was gonna fly out and everything. It was like so nice. And then I ghosted him. I haven't responded to him in like 3 months, and I'm like, oh shit. So I gotta do that. So I'm gonna reach out to him, see if he wants to power wash with me. So I gotta, isn't he stuck in D-Brand's office? I have no idea. I don't know. Yeah, I want to do, him. The corridor guys, of course, would have like each of the. I like doing one-on-one. I don't want to do anything with like 2 people at once because I feel like it's like, let's say Good Mythical Morning, right? Rhett and Link. I wouldn't want to do an episode with Rhett and Link at the same time because I feel like it's a completely different conversation. when there's 3 people there versus a one-on-one. There is not a lot of opportunity for me to have a one-on-one with people. That's not to say I wouldn't have that conversation, but I would want it to be individually, right? Yeah, so I'm gonna do that, and it's gonna be a weekly thing because it's very fun. Yes. Yep. Yeah, possibly Game Grumps. I haven't reached out to anybody, but I will. You can find the episodes that I've had. Brennan Lee Mulligan. Why is that name familiar? That name's familiar. I actually am. Look, I'm a YouTuber, and I am among my peers, but I am bad about keeping up with who's actually doing anything, and names especially. So I'm very bad at that. Yes. Why is that name familiar? Just gotta look this up. Oh, I've seen tons of clips of him. I've seen so many clips of him on like TikTok and stuff. Funny guy, does like D&D stuff and also improv. I'm familiar, but I've never met the guy, so I have no idea. Maybe it's hard, maybe, you know, all that stuff. Yeah. Get Germa. Never met the guy, so I have no idea. I've watched some compilations of clips and stuff like that, but never doing this. Matthew Mercer. So funny story about Mr. Mercer. All right, I'm spilling all the deets today. All right, look, listen. I know you guys might like Matthew Mercer, but I'm here to reveal the truth about that man. All right, okay, all right, get ready. So, back during Creator Clash, I was there. I was there late, and so I came in. I was very tired, and so I walked in. There was a hotel that's like designated for creators at Creator Clash, and so I go in there, and when you're in a hotel, obviously you go up to the front desk, and you're like, I'm da-da, and they got to check you who you are for the whole thing, make sure you're actually supposed to be there. So there's extra steps besides just the regular hotel stuff, right? Okay, so, and then once I get my stuff, I get in the elevator and it's about to close, hand comes out, and Matt Mercer walks in, right? So he walks in, he goes to the back, doors close, we each put our buttons and we go up to our rooms. And, oh, this is not a joke, but my browser just froze right then and there. Hello? Am I still here? Am I still streaming? That was actually not... That was not like a dramatic moment of switching things. I'm still... Okay, I'm still here. Right. Okay, elevator. Doors close. We're going up. He's in the back. I didn't realize it was him until he walked off the elevator. And then the doors closed. And then he went away. And then I went up to my room, and that was it. So the story is, I was in an elevator with Matt Mercer once. That's what, man, yep. That's crazy. I'm sorry if that changes your opinion on who he is as a human being. But, yeah, man, look, I gotta be honest. Yeah. Be honest. Yes, look. Admittedly, there's nothing to admit, actually. It's we were in an elevator together, and I think whether he went, I was like, oh, it was cool. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna do that, and that'll be all good. I'm not same with game suggestions, like no guest suggestions. Add that to the official rules. Yeah, an elevator. I know. Oh, can't believe it. Anyway, all right. So I think we're caught up on everything. I think that was everything there is, and yeah, I did see the thing about Rosanna Pansino smoking her dad's ashes through a plant that she grew in them. I think that's awesome. I do not partake in the marijuana. I don't do it, even though I'm in a state where it's legal. but I'm like, I respect that. That's pretty cool, right? You didn't know that? Oh, you guys, what? Does it sound weird? It's exactly what it is. So, you got to go actually, watch her podcast, because she started a podcast where she talked about this story, and so it's like I saw that, I saw a clip of it. I think it was there, and so essentially me butchering the story, which you should hear from her directly and not me, is that when her father passed away, he was cremated, and one of the things that like he or she were in agreement about was growing a marijuana plant with his ashes and then smoking it. And so that's what she did, and I respect that. Yep, she's an icon. Honestly, fucking badass. Honestly, that's what a way to return to the earth. You know what I mean? What a way. Yeah, that's crazy. So anyway, yeah. So maybe I'll reach out to do Power Watch. That'd be pretty cool. Anyway, I have to go. I have to do go my favorite sports team stuff with Tyler. If you don't know what that is, shame on you. If I haven't told you about it, shame on me. But I'm back officially, and I'm going to be posting videos again. This music's probably been a little loud. Turn that down a bit. Yeah, so I'm going to be posting videos again regularly starting tomorrow. A whole bunch of fun stuff coming at you. I'm going to catch up on all those games that I've been missing. I've got a huge backlog of things that I got to plow through. All back every day, maybe even twice a day sometimes. You're going to be sick of the content that I'm going to be pouring down your throat. You're going to be... I'm going to stop this sentence. I'm not going to say what I was going to say. It's fine. Just going to move on. Just going to move on from that. I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it. So shut up, everybody. Okay, if you know what I was going to go for, that's fine. Whatever it is, just... Oh, man. This is why you can never, ever listen to a word I say. You cannot trust me. Ever. Ever. In the history of forever. Ever. The keys one last time. You got it. What I was going to say is, you're going to be gagging on the content. And now I said it. All right, cool. All right, but at least you didn't get me saying it with my mouth. I'm leaving. God. Oh. Goodbye.